This is the 6 Sports Desk.
My papu, aka grandfather, used to tell me, Nico, when you're resting, other people are working. That's exactly what Tom Izzo has been doing, because while we're focused on the upcoming football season and not expecting to hear anything from the MSU basketball program, a huge signing was broke this afternoon, which most likely made Izzo have this look on his face. Spartan Nation, meet Xavier Booker, the 6'11", 215-pound power forward out of Indianapolis, who is ranked number 1 in the nation by Rivals.com and number 3 in the nation by 247sports.com. Booker released this video on his social media pages this afternoon, chronicling his basketball journey and thanking those who got him to this point. Booker is going to be re-ranked by ESPN in August, and he could be the highest-ranked recruit that Tom Izzo has ever gotten. Stick with 6 Sports for more updates on top recruits deciding to become Spartans. Speaking of MSU, for the first time since 2019, the JDRF One Walk made its return to the Rock on Michigan State's campus. Last year, the event was held in a parking lot on Spartan Stadium due to the pandemic, and everyone that came out to support the fight against type 1 diabetes did it from their cars. But not this year. Hundreds of people of all ages came out to walk 1 to 3 miles on MSU's campus. Our sports director, Audrey Dahlgren, was the MC of the event for the 3rd straight outing, and she was joined on stage by MSU football coach Mel Tucker, who joined to support in the cause to turn type 1 into type none. Tucker also brought a few of his players to Auditorium Field, including wide receiver Sebastian Brown, whose grandmother was diagnosed with diabetes and has had a huge impact on Brown's journey to MSU.
I don't know what I'd be without my grandma. Just for her ability to fight every day, especially with type 2, and still being there for the family and even myself and my other siblings is very crucial.
Being able to come out here and just support and give back to the community and being able to just be around people within the community, just all for one thing, I like that.
Now, we like that too. What Mel Tucker likes is not only enjoying his time at Big Ten Media Days, but also the environment that he's built at MSU so far in his tenure, recruiting guys to buy into the mindset of Spartan football while also venturing into the transfer portal. Now, the portal gives him an opportunity to bring in players who not only have experience playing in college, but also may have a be a little bit bigger physically because of the work that they've done in a college weight room. The experience and build of an older player could automatically mean that Spartan fans could expect to see the transfer players get instant playing time. But Tucker told us that's not how he sees it.
So we play the best players, and so we can't worry about someone being offended if they're asked to compete to get on the field. We can't have a sense of entitlement in our program. People assume that when we grab a guy from the portal, he's a plug-and-play starter. Well, they got to earn their way on the field. And there's instances where we've seen where that hasn't happened. That's why we're able to maintain a high level of credibility with our players. You play the best guys, because the locker room, the players, they know who the best guys are. If you're not playing the best guys, then you're going to lose your team.
And on the PGA Tour, the state of Michigan is once again on the national stage with the Rocket Mortgage Classic taking place down at Detroit Golf Club. And if thrillers that come to a twisted end are your type of entertainment, then today's 3rd round was your type of round. Down to Detroit we go. The 3rd round was seen right here on WLNS. And the winner of last week's 3M Open, Tony Finau, looking to make some more magic once again. How about this putt on 10? Beautifully shot by Tony and the cameraman as he takes the lead at 19 under, and he would hold on to that lead for most of the rest of the round. But right behind him was Canadian golfer Taylor Pendrith, playing close to home and looking to end his day with a birdie on 18, and it just breaks back to go in, tying Finau at 21 under. So Finau has an opportunity to do the same right after him, but it just misses to the left. So Finau and Pendrith are tied at 21 under heading into tomorrow's final round, which of course is going to be seen right here on WLNS, so don't miss it. And speaking of some great golfers, Michigan State women's golf coach Stacy Subotnick-Stoll sent us this picture while on a hike this morning with Julie Massa before the two competed at the U.S. Senior Women's Amateur out in Anchorage, Alaska. Beautiful view for them to go on a hike. We'll make sure to update you to see how these two did tonight on 6 News at 11. But for now, we'll be right back with a final look at your forecast, so stay with us.